Hey Capricorn, I'm doing a reading for you for the full moon in Virgo here, right? At this time, I feel like you're becoming a lot more strategic as to what you're doing, how it is you're going about doing things here as well. I feel like you're getting a lot more serious about your body, about your mindset, about what it is you're deciding to do with your life here, right? I feel like you're really laying the groundwork for yourself. I feel like you're, man, Capricorn, I just feel serious energy, just tunnel vision, very focused. I feel like you're a lot more lighthearted than you had been. Like with this serious energy, I don't feel like you're necessarily as heavy, right? I feel like you're very light. You're very carefree as you're like serious tunnel vision here, right? I feel like you have no problem telling people like what it is, setting people straight here as well, right? Once you're coming across very straightforward. But you're doing it in a happy, joyful space. You're not taking your life too serious. You're not taking your emotions too serious at this time, right? I don't feel like you're taking relationships too serious. I feel like you're just allowing things to be here, right? And just finding happiness in that, right? I feel like you're really spending. I just saw 108. I feel like you're really spending some time out with yourself here, with loved ones, with people you actually care about. Once again, a lot more time focusing in on love, energy, happiness, joy, peace, anything that's really helping you get your mind and body together in order to conquer the next mission, right? All right, Capricorn, let's get into your cards here. First out, we have the Hermits. Capricorn, you're using this Virgo season like to your best benefit. Like once again, I feel like you're coming out here, you're shining your light, you're telling people how it is, what it is, but I feel like you're very protective of yourself, protective of your energy, protective of your body here as well. You're going by what you think is right? Like there could be people that are coming in trying to like deter you, distract you here, mumble up your brain, but I don't even think the neurons are connecting for you to even like have realization as to what they're doing. I feel like you're so protected at this time. You're just moving through life as at the pace that you're needing to get to where it is you're supposed to be going. I don't feel like you're allowing people to push you at this time here either. You're serious. You're serious, Capricorn. And we have 8 of Cups. Yeah. I feel once again, there's a lot of negative emotions that you're walking away from. A lot of negative people. You're doing whatever it takes at this time to get yourself in order, to find this happiness, to find this peace for yourself here as well. I feel like you could, with bettering your body, bettering your mindset here, especially with this 8 of Cups, I feel like you could be walking away from like heavy alcohol, anything like that, anything that makes your emotional state like become like discombobulated here, right? Like I feel like you're getting a lot more serious with yourself. I don't feel like you're having to have other people come in and tell you either. I feel like you're a lot more like mindful as to how it is you're feeling, what it is you're going through here as well. Thank you for liking, by the way. And then we have 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a lot of things that you're having to walk away from at this time in order to focus on your abundance, in order to focus on yourself here. This is the card where you're abundant, where you're beautiful, where you look good, you smell good, you are good, you're great. But in order to get to this space, once again, we have 2 Virgo cards. We have the Hermit and the 9 of Pentacles. In order to get to this space, you're having to be a lot more serious. You're having to let a lot of things go. And I feel like you're okay with that. Like, I feel like you're okay with that at this time. You know that in order for these like great, wonderful things to be coming in for you at this time, right? You're having to let things go. You have to free up your hands in order for these certain things that you're actually wanting to come in, right? I feel like you've been taking a lot of time out to meditate, especially with this Hermit card and this 9 of Pentacles. You've been taking a lot of time out to meditate, a lot of time focusing in on your energy. I feel like you've been focusing in on your chakra systems. Look at all these colors. I feel like you've been really focusing in on your chakra system here as well, right? Yeah. Focusing in on your craft, what you can do to better yourself, your home here, your surroundings as well. And then we have the Daughter of Swords. And then we have that's what I'm saying. You are having so much information, so many bright ideas pouring in for you at this time as to how to better your circumstance, how to better yourself, how to better your mindset here, right? I feel like this Daughter of Swords is almost like coming in and like dusting out all like the old debris, the negative toxic way of thinking, the negative toxic way of being here as well. Anything that was preventing you from moving forward is being cleared out for you at this time. Yeah, I don't feel like you're in the same negative headspace here any longer as well, right? I feel like you're a lot happier focusing in the things that you're actually wanting to, right? I feel like in the past, I feel like that's where you were having this Eight of Cups from as well, right? There was a lot of things that you were being forced to focus on that was causing like this almost like rebellion energy in yourself here, right? You had to let these things go in order for these bright ideas that you're actually wanting to concentrate on to come in for yourself at this time, right? And then we have Hierophant, and then you get a promotion, and then you get a promotion, Capricorn, and then you get a spiritual promotion here, right? It doesn't have to necessarily be spiritual. I feel like it is, especially with the Hermit and the Daughter of Swords down here, right? I feel like this is very much a spiritual promotion. I feel like you're having a lot more spiritual upgrades here as well, right? I feel like you're not having to do as much effort to get to the places that you're wanting, right? Like he's doing little to no effort, but he's going and doing like big people things out here, right? Like you're not having to do too much, Capricorn. I feel like at this time you're focused in on your joy, on your happiness, on your peace here. Yeah, I feel like you're having a lot of enlightenment, a lot of Kundalini awakenings here as well. There's a lot of things that are pouring in for you that I don't think you could have expected. These bright ideas are ideas that are just for you. You don't have to necessarily go out and share with the rest of the world here either, right? This is to your benefit, right? I don't even think, once again, I feel like this is a spiritual upgrade because we have the Two of Swords. This isn't something that everybody's seeing. This is just for you within yourself. Keep in mind when you're doing better on the inside here as well, when you're doing better spiritually, when you're doing better in your mind here as well, your physical world starts changing with it, right? In order to get to the spaces and places that you're needing to go here, right? You're really needing a perspective shift, a perspective change. And I feel like that's coming in for you, right? I feel like that's really coming in for you. What is this Hermit card? We have Four of Wands, yeah. Capricorn, you're spending a lot of time out to yourself, by yourself, in your home, with the people that you live with here, right? But I feel like if they're going to be in your home, if they're going to be surrounded with you, if they're going to be anywhere near you here, they better be ready to have a good time. Right, Capricorn, I don't feel like you're allowing people to come in and mess with you this time that are not trying to do what you're wanting to do, right? Like if you don't want to do it, like hey, you don't got to play. You don't have to play with me, right? But at this time, you're only focusing in on the things that are bringing you joy, happiness, and peace, right? Like if you're having to do the things that these people are necessarily wanting you to do, I feel like you're kind of cutting the situation and circumstance off, right? Like you're not necessarily cutting off the people per se, but you're cutting off the circumstances. And then we have these Six of Cups. Yes. Once I feel you are spending a lot more time at home with your animals, with loved ones, with people you actually care about, people you actually want to spend time with here as well. And I feel like that's to your benefit. I feel like the more that you're doing that, the more you're going to be able to really relax within yourself here as well. I feel like there's a lot of joy pouring from your home at this time, pouring from your children. I feel like your kids are actually bringing you a lot of joy at this time, right? Yeah. I feel like you're almost like watching them grow, and I feel like it's almost like this like sense of peace and happiness and joy, right? I feel like you're like remembering when your kids or animals were like little bitty here, right? And you're like looking at how grown up they've gotten, right? And I feel like that's almost bringing you like a sense of like safety, security here, definitely peace and love, right? But I feel like you're really valuing like time and watching people grow, watching situations really kind of like prosper here as well, right? Really kind of fill out for you, right? And then we have Eight of Swords, and then we have Eight of Swords. Oh, I feel like if there's any negative situations and scenarios happening for you in your home, with your children, with your animals, anything like that, I feel like it's all based on how you're viewing the situation. I feel like you could be having like negative thoughts, negative emotions here, right? I don't think it's really from like the kids. I don't think it's really from like the animals. I feel like it's literally just you in your own like worry, stressed out space here as well, right? It's okay to take some time out necessarily for yourself, like to spend time with you, especially with this Hermit card and this Eight of Swords. You're gonna have to do that in order to really kind of work through any of these negative spaces that you're having, negative head spaces here as well. And then we have the Eight of Cups, and then we have the Eight of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you're realizing that. I feel like you're realizing like, hey, the only negative situation that I'm dealing with here is like my attitude. Like the situations aren't negative. You can always find a solution here, right? The only thing negative that you're really dealing with is like your attitude about the problem. The problem is not the problem. The problem is your attitude about the problem, right? And I feel like that's really helping you walk away from any of these negative emotions that you've been having here, right? I feel like these negative thoughts were almost creating like negative emotions with yourself within the situation here, right? And I feel like you're finally understanding and seeing that. And I feel like you're really separating yourself here, right? You're really holding yourself back from allowing yourself to go into these like angry, sad places here, right? It's almost like I feel like you could be using like the water spirit at this time to like really clear out some of these toxic feelings that you've been having with yourself. And then we have the Empress. And then we have the Empress. Yeah. In order to get to this space here, right? And look how she has like water like pouring off of her shoulders here. She has all these fish and all that water. I feel like you're using the water spirit here at this time really to clear out the negative emotions that you've been having, not only about your home situation, relationships, situations, people like that. I feel like it's been yourself here as well. I feel like there's almost been a space where you're not trusting in your intuition because you've been feeling so negative here as well. You're really resisting that. You're really holding that back instead of like continuing to focus in on the negative energies here. I feel like water is going to be coming in and almost like clearing these things out, right? I feel like it's even just like the sound of water at this time, right? That's really helping you. That's really clearing out your intuition here as well. If it's not supposed to be a thought space that you're supposed to be having, you're letting it go. And then we have the moon in I almost said divorce. And then we have the moon in reverse. Yeah. Once again, I feel like these negative emotions, these negative thoughts here as well, I feel like they've really been preventing you from connecting with your intuition here, right? I feel like you really haven't been able to trust in how it is you've been thinking or feeling here, right? Because you've allowed these things to like almost come in and cloud your judgment here, and not anymore. You're really holding yourself back. You're not allowing yourself to feel those things. And I feel like the way you're almost transmuting the energy at this time, I feel like you're making affirmations. You're affirming what it is that you actually want, that you actually wish to see like come to fruition here for yourself, right? And the more that you're focusing on you're not focusing as to like what's actually in front of you here, right? Like your vision is held a lot higher, right? And I feel like that's what's helping you pull these things to you a lot easier and a lot quicker here, right? I feel like you're getting really strict with yourself, really strict, and really paying attention to how it is you're feeling here out here as well. And that's really helping you. I feel like that's really helping you pull in abundance. I feel like it was hard for you to even hear spirit or connect to your intuition here as well. Because of all the negative stuff you've been dealing in, right? I feel like you've been having like a lot of like negative thoughts about yourself, about your body here, about your financial situation, about the people that are surrounding you here, right? That's not you. That's not you or your intuition. And I feel like you're really separating yourself, really cutting things off here for yourself, and not allowing these things to come in any longer, right? Thank you guys for liking and subscribing, by the way. What is this Nine of Pentacles? And we have Queen of Wands. Once you make this shift, oh my goodness. Once you make this shift, you're going to be looking good. I feel like you're going to have so much power and energy pouring out of you, right? Yeah. All your wish fulfillments are just going to be there for the taking, and it's all for you, right? What is for you is for you only, right? I feel like you're almost like amazed at and then we have the Magician. And then we have the Magician. We have Queen of Wands and the Magician under the Nine of Pentacles. You are co-creating with the universe. You're realizing like, hey, your attitude, your thought space, your emotions, and your feelings really do have an impact on your outside world. They have an impact on what you're experiencing in this reality, right? And I feel like that's why you really started cracking down on yourself. You really started getting serious. It's how you're thinking. It's how you're feeling. That's creating the universe that you're in, right? And I feel like you're like shocking yourself at the things that you're actually accomplishing here, right? With, once again, little to no effort. These are things that you've manifested. They're not anything that you've had to actually go out and like plant the tree and pour the water. No, these are things that are coming to you just because you had like the simple thought of it, right? And I feel like you're amazing yourself. You're shocking yourself. And I feel like that's almost wanting you to go more into the space where you can come up with different ideas as to how to manifest things for yourself. And then we have the Daughter of Swords. That's what I'm saying. You're wanting to go more into a space. It's pushing you more into, now that you understand and see your power and understand what it is you can actually do out here, that's pushing you into a space where you're, hey, I'm going to try it more. I just saw the High Priestess. I'm gonna try it more. I'm gonna go after that more. I'm gonna try, if that worked like that one time, like I'm gonna try it again, right? And I feel like that's really like allowing like different like chemicals in your brain to start firing off for you here as well, right? And then we have 7 of Wands, and then we have 7 of Wands. I feel like you're very heavily protecting these ideas, protecting these beliefs here for yourself. I don't think you're sharing your meditations, your manifestations with other people as well. Keep it very much to yourself. It's not for anybody to know, and nobody else needs to know that you're a magician out here. This is just for you, right? Yeah. Once again, you're not having to do anything. You're not having to. I feel like you're very protected at this time here as well. You're not really letting anything come in and interrupt what it is that you're building, that you're growing out here, right? And then we have Knight of Pentacles. Once a Capricorn, that's that serious energy that was pouring in for you at this time. You're very self-protected. You're focused in on your joy. You're focused in on your love energy here as well. Your abundance, what you can grow here. And you're being told as to like what it is you're supposed to be doing, what it is you're not. And I feel like you're like abiding by that. And that's very, very helpful for you at this time. I feel like nobody's out here like laying the groundwork for you, right? Like these are things that you're having to do for yourself. These are realizations and actualizations that you're supposed to be having for yourself out here, right? And then we have the Star. Everything that's happening for you at this time has been in like your destiny, has been in your fate here, right? Like everything is falling in for you at exactly the right time, right? We're almost like on like a time clock, right? And once you hit like a certain time, once the stars are aligned, like there's nothing that can stop you here, right? It's just about you being patient and allowing things to happen, right? You can't force these things to be planted and grow, right? Like you just have to allow them. And that's really what you're understanding. I feel like your connection with spirit at this time is really growing, especially with this Daughter of Swords and the Star card. Yeah, I feel like your spiritual connection's exponentially growing, right? What is this Hierophant? Once again, because you got a promotion, you got a spiritual promotion here. You got your spiritual promotion. You got your upgrade. Congratulations, Capricorn. What is this Hierophant card? We have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, I feel like once this upgrade comes in, I feel like you're almost like looking back at like everything that you've gone up to this point, like all the stressed out situations, all the things, like all the negative things that other people had told you, anything like that. I feel like you're almost like doing like a look back at like a year ago here and like where you were at and what you were doing, right? And I feel like you're really proud of yourself. I feel like you really accomplished a lot of things. I feel like you really took a lot of steps that you didn't think that you could, right? I feel like you really dealt with a lot of negativity that you deem unnecessary, right? But Capricorn, without all, are we back? Okay. Yeah, without these things transpiring, you couldn't have gotten to the places that you were supposed to be going to, right? And I feel like you're really understanding that. You're really seeing how far you've come, and I feel like you're really proud of yourself, right, Capricorn? And it's okay to say that, Capricorn. You can be proud of yourself. you can be proud of yourself here, right? Let's get one more. Let's get 2 more cards for this cloud, and then we have Page of Cups. I feel like you're almost like looking at the heartache, looking at the dry, barren land of your past here, and I feel like that's almost inspiring you. Once again, it's exciting you. You're proud of yourself. Like, I feel like you have so many positive emotions about like all the negative stuff that happened. I feel like that's really helping you transmute that energy here as well, right? Yeah, I feel like you're almost like falling in love with like the trauma story of your life here, right? Like it was helpful. Like everything up to this point has been helpful for you, right? Everything up to this point. And then we have King of Cups. And then we have King of Cups here. Oh. I feel like there could have been a King of Cups that have been coming in for you, right? And I feel like they could have been sharing a lot of like negative thought spaces, a lot of negative things, like just surrounding your head with a whole bunch of negativity here, right? I feel like you have a promotion at this time where that can no longer come in and bother you, especially with this Page of Cups here, right? I feel like, hi, good morning. I feel like you definitely got an upgrade to get away from this energy, to escape this energy here as well, right? I feel like they could still be trying to like come in and like provoke you here, right? Trying to get you to for your heartstrings to get pulled on. Not at this time. That's the promotion here, right? Like I feel like you're able to still find happiness, joy, peace, love, and have this like pouring out of you here, right? while going through like the negative toxic situations that they're trying to throw at you here, right? That's been the promotion. Once again, I feel like this is an energy that keeps trying to get you like wrapped up here. I don't think you can go. Oh, thank you, thank you. I love the hearts. I love the hearts. I don't think you're even paying these people any mind. I feel like it's chaos fairies. It's people that are trying to cause frustration, trying to cause unnecessarily that's not right. Unnecessary thoughts. Right, you're not looking at him, you're not paying attention, right? Like you're not really bothered by him here either, right? Like you're still kind of happy. Like she's still smiling in this picture. She's still smiling. Like even though you have so many different things going on around you at this time, you're not allowing it to wrap you up here. You're not allowing it to like the situation to get tangled up in. You're not allowing the situation to get sticky here any longer. You found You found what makes you happy, and you're sticking with that. Like you're not letting anything come in and distract you and take you away from your little happiness bubble here, right? What is this Two of Swords? We have King of Pentacles. I feel like you have a King of Cups that keeps trying to like shoot like negative like words here for you at this time. I feel like they're only doing that because they have emotions for you here as well. I feel like you have a King of Pentacles surrounding you at this time, and I feel like they are definitely surrounding you, right? I feel like if you have a King of Pentacles surrounding you at this time, you're not paying him any attention. I don't even feel like you're looking at this energy. You're not even acknowledging this energy. You're not even talking to this energy. You're just smiling. And I feel like you're happy with that. This is at work. This is definitely a work situation. You're happy with that. Like you're content. Like you're not allowing like these things to bother you or get to you here any longer, right? You're focusing in on your work here as well, right? I feel like this King of Pentacles almost comes in cyclically, right? Like I feel like they come in, right? Like I feel like they almost like go by the phases of the moon. Like they work in cycles here, right? Like they'll come in and they'll try something and then they'll run out. Like I feel like this is somebody that I feel like you heavily work with them, right? I feel like you've almost like known and seen their game here too many times. And so I feel like you're really like releasing this person, releasing this energy, releasing this spirit, releasing this cycle here, right? Like really working through what's important to you, right? And if you're not looking at them, like out of sight, out of mind, so they don't really even exist. Capricorn, you're a savage. You're a savage. And then we have the Emperor. Yeah, Capricorn, I feel like you're the one that's calling all the shots. You're the one that's making decisive action here as well, right? I feel like you could have an Emperor here that's almost like shutting this down. You see how there's like whooshing movement here, right? I feel like you have an Emperor at this time. I feel like they're really shutting things down. They're really not allowing these things to like come in and interrupt you. I feel like they're almost like seeing like the games that are being played. They're not allowing it here any longer. And yeah, I just saw hearts. And I feel like there's an Emperor here that could be like a love interest, right? I feel like they're almost like seeing the games that are being played here, right? And I feel like they're almost like teaching you about the game, like helping you like see what's really going on here, right? Yeah, I feel like they could be protecting you from these different energies here as well, right? I feel like this love energy that you're dealing with this Emperor is really keeping you on your game, keeping you on your toes here, right? Let's get one card out for how you can heal this energy. Thank you guys for liking. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you for all the comments and all the hearts and everything. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Creator at this time. At this time, Capricorn, I feel like you're being so pushed into directions here where you're finding enjoyment, you're finding peace, you're finding love, or you're not willing to do it, right? And I feel like it's almost like wherever you're going, I feel like you're finding inspiration. You're able to really create art out of anything at this time, right? Hi, good morning. And I feel like wherever it is you're finding like joy, peace, I feel like you're doing like a lot of nail art at this time here too. Capricorn, yeah. You're finding joy, you're finding peace here, right? I feel like you're only wanting to give and receive with people that are like in support and of like what it is you're actually wanting to do out here, right? You're really channeling your energy into something that will bring like upliftment. Yeah, that'll bring upliftment, that'll bring joy not only to yourself but to other people here as well, right? All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye.